Even after death, Michael Jackson earns billions. These people don't earn by dying, they earn by becoming history. Just imagine for a moment. A massive stage where thousands of screams once echoed, where the crowd jumped with every beat, where a single step by one man wrote history. Today, that same stage is silent. The lights are off, the cameras are shut down, and that man's breaths stopped years ago. But behind this silence, somewhere, a machine is still running. A cash register that counts money every day, every hour, every second. This is the mystery that makes this story both chilling and astonishing. How can someone earn billions even after death? And with even greater force than before? When we talk about the earnings of deceased stars, a simple image usually comes to mind. Old songs playing on a radio station or being used as background music in a film. Some royalties come in, a few memorabilia items get sold, and that's it. But the truth is far deeper, far more strategic, and far more dangerous than that. This is not just money. It is the valuation of a legacy that runs faster than time itself. It is the power of an identity that continues to breathe even after the body is gone, growing stronger and becoming more expensive with every passing year. Until about 25 years ago, there was only one name in the world that was considered the undisputed king of posthumous earnings. That name was Elvis Presley. The king of rock and roll was not just a singer, he was an era. Even after his death, his music, his style, his face, and his story earned millions of dollars every year. People visited his home, his films were re-released, and his songs were rediscovered by every new generation. At that time, the industry believed it was almost impossible to go beyond this. Elvis was seen as a ceiling no one could touch. But time always reveals new layers. As the music industry changed, as global markets and media expanded, the entire game of posthumous earnings began to change as well. And then came a name that didn't just break records. It changed the way people thought altogether. Michael Jackson, an artist who proved that real earnings don't end with death. In many cases, they actually begin there. Today, it is 2026. More than 16 years have passed since Michael Jackson's death. An entire generation exists that has never seen him perform live. Yet his name still tops the list of the world's highest-earning deceased celebrities. In the past 12 months alone, his estate has earned around $105 million. This figure is not just big, it is frightening, because it shows that a person who is no longer alive is still earning more than many people who are breathing, working, and performing on stage every day. This is where the question arises, what was it about Michael Jackson that made him so different from everyone else? Was it just his talent, his voice, his dance, or his popularity? The truth is that all of these were important, but not enough. Michael Jackson's real strength was his foresight. He was not just an artist, he was someone who understood very early on that real power does not lie in the microphone or on the stage, but in the rights written on paper. In 1985, when the world saw him only as a superstar, he made a decision that almost everyone at the time called madness. He bought the 𝐼TV music catalog for $47.5 million. In that era, this amount was equivalent to billions today. People were shocked that a singer would spend so much money just to buy song rights. Many believed he was acting on emotion, or that fame had gone to his head. But Michael Jackson was seeing something else. He had realized that songs never grow old. Memories never die. A good song returns in every generation with a new meaning. That catalog contained around 4,000 songs. Songs that the world would keep using again and again in films, advertisements, radio, and later on digital platforms. This was not just music. It was the currency of the future. Time passed. The world changed. Technology changed. And that very decision turned into a gold mine after Michael Jackson's death. In 2016, when his stake in that catalog was sold, His estate received around $750 million. That amount itself was historic. In today's value, it comes close to almost $1 billion. And this is not where the story ends. It actually goes even deeper. In 2024, Michael Jackson's estate sold another 50% stake of its publishing and master recordings in a major deal valued at around $600 million. This deal was so large and so sensitive that it created tension even within the family. His mother challenged the deal in court. This was not just a fight over money. It was a battle over control of his legacy. But from a business perspective, it once again proves that the foundation Michael Jackson laid during his lifetime remains strong even after his death. Here, the story takes another turn. The final phase of Michael Jackson's life was filled with controversies. Serious allegations were made against him. The media put him in the dock. A documentary released in 2019 reopened old wounds. Normally, such controversies permanently destroy any brand. But Michael Jackson's case was different. His brand remained almost unaffected. And that is perhaps the most shocking part. His concert film This Is It was released and quickly earned hundreds of millions of dollars. People stayed more connected to the music that had touched some moment of their lives than to the allegations. This reveals a bitter but true reality. Some artists become so large that their work and their influence float above every controversy. Now, if we compare Michael Jackson with Elvis Presley, the difference becomes clear. Elvis' earnings were stable and long-lasting, but Michael Jackson's earnings broke all limits. Elvis' estate earned around $1.2 billion, while Michael Jackson's estate has reached nearly $3.5 billion. Both were kings of their respective eras. But in the game of posthumous earnings, Michael Jackson completely redefined the rules. And this story is not limited to music alone. Around the world, there are many writers, cartoonists, and storytellers whose created worlds are still alive today. Their books, their characters, and their ideas return in new forms with every generation and earn money each time. This proves that real power does not lie in the body, but in ideas. The biggest lesson from this entire story is that real wealth is not hidden in fame, but in rights. Intellectual property, meaning ownership over your work, if it is protected in the right way, ensures that your earnings do not end with your last breath. That is why today's artists do not talk only about fame. They fight for masters, publishing rights, and ownership. So the next time you listen to an old song or buy a new edition of a classic book, pause for a moment and think. Somewhere, someone who is no longer in this world is still earning money from you. And that is the most frightening, the most fascinating, and the most inspiring truth of this story.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.